going on, everybody? Sean Thatcher, Fab That Inc. So we got in the shop today. I'm gonna put a starter on a 62 Chrysler Imperial Crown. Never done this before. I took the starter off, and I'm gonna say this: put a starter on 1,000 cars in my life. That is the hardest starter that I've ever tried to take off of a vehicle in the entirety of my life. I can't imagine that putting a new one on is going to be any more fun than taking the old one off. So with that said, I do have a couple of injuries today. I burnt myself, the smokers this weekend down at the restaurant. Also, a couple good big blisters on there. It's not fun. So I'm gonna get started today though. Good garage smoke. It's my father's cigar, The Judge. I'm the judge. So that's what we're gonna get down on today. Like I say, this is gonna be a fabrication channel, things like that. Y'all don't want to watch people smoking cigars, don't watch it. I can't help it. That's just something I enjoy doing. And if you don't like it, fast forward or change fucking channels. I don't know. So, but I don't know how much of that video of that putting this starter on I'm going to be able to do, because it's in a, I mean, you legit can't get to the fucking thing. So, but anyways, I use a punch. I have a punch made on my, or on this Drew Estate cigar lighter. It's got a little punch deal on it. It's how I like to. I just like a punch. I don't like all the tobacco getting in my mouth and things like that. But my buddy Lance Rogers just put out a show he's put on YouTube called Fallen Forward, and if you haven't, Fallen, F-A-L-L-E-N, I think that's what it is. But it's Fallen Forward. I follow it, try to watch his stuff. He just started doing it. He gets in his old Ford truck and smokes cigars with his buddies and has some conversations, kind of interviews his buddies and stuff. And go watch his show if you get a chance. But Lance, this is how I like my cigars. I don't get to draw through them with the lighter. I will light them down at the end first. So if you're watching my channel like I'm watching your channel, he's also a world-class musician, songwriter. Try this method, Lance, if you get time, and do that virgin draw. You ain't drawing no heat. You ain't drawing that heat through your lighter, from your lighter all the way through your cigarette. You're just getting the natural heat from the tobacco burning. So there we go. So I'll smoke this throughout the day, and I've never smoked this before. I don't know why I've never had my father's cigar before, but I just never have. I got a lot of people recommend them. This is my first one, so I'll give her a try and get to starting this car. And then after that, I got a winch. Bought it at Northern Tools. Bought it at Northern Tools in outside of Nashville. But if y'all remember, this is the car, 62 Chrysler Imperial. I got the front end of it jacked up in the front, so it's not really that low in the back, but it might be one of these days. But it is a absolute land yacht of a car. I was watching some videos at the 1962, the year that this car came out. This was the longest car that you could buy in 1962. As far as length-wise and width as well. So it was longer and wider than the Cadillacs, longer and wider than the Lincolns. Yeah, so we're gonna get this thing on the road. Now, that's all this car should need to be on the road. And I'll make a couple of updates here. My phone don't kick off. I've made a couple of videos. My phone stopped recording for some reason. But it is a LeBaron Chrysler Imperial LeBaron Crown. That's what it's called. The crown emblems on it somewhere here. But I've been calling it the nighttime eagle. Just look at here. Look at that emblem. Boom, son. So, yeah, man, it's a cool old car. Like I say, there's the 50. Waiting on a few parts for it. And then if I get to it, I'm gonna get a starter put in the Volkswagen this weekend. Crystal's been on me for that thing for quite a while to get it on the road for her, so I'm gonna try to do that this weekend too. But I'm definitely gonna get out and try to cruise this thing around, and I might steal a little idea from Lance, and not really steal an idea, but enhance on what he's doing. And this might be something he's planning to do later on down the road. And if it is, you know, cool. If he don't want to do it, I think I might do it. And let me show you who else is out here with me today. Look there, the ham, Memphis. Say hello, Memphis. So, yeah, he's out here in the shop with me today. Gonna hang out. It's the first time he's gonna hang out in the shop with me. We'll see how he does. I got him a bowl of water there, and he's going to chill out with me. So we're going to do this and have a good day and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, Lance, if you want to do this too, I'm going to get this old car fired up here today. And I may not get to do what I want to do, but me and Sam Rogers and some other people have talked about it, and we like what you're doing, and we want to even enhance it even more. And we're going to take the old car out, and we're going to do something similar to what you're doing. Like I say, stealing your idea a little bit. And we're going to drive the car around and do some talking and shooting the shit and bullshitting while we're driving around this old car. I think it's a very cool idea that Lance has come up with. I think it'd be even cooler, like I said, to get out and drive around. I'm going to get the starter in it. I'm going to probably, hopefully tomorrow I can go get, it needs an air conditioner hose. This car does have air conditioning in it. So I'm going to get the hose fixed, get the air conditioner charged up, make sure the air conditioner's working. And then we're going to do some of these little interview things. Rough. I hear you over there, pup. And if Lance, if you want to come do one with me, or I can come do one with you too, and or we can get together and do it together, whatever you want to do. I think it'd be a cool thing, but I really like what you're doing over there, man. That's a cool little channel. Yeah, I'm gonna go get this started on and get this old car fired up, and maybe we can take it down the road, and that'll be a little bit later video later today. I got some water lines to hook up in here in the shop to get some water to my ice machine, so I can have ice out here and things like that. And we'll make it kind of bougie out here, you know. So gotta have ice if you're gonna be bougie. So get your pinkies up, you know. So, but we'll see how this hound does out here, if he likes it out here, and if he does, and we'll keep him out here with us when we come out here. So, but all right, catch y'all back in a minute. So I'm getting there. So I got that old starter in. I tried to get this phone in there. Excuse me. I tried to get this phone in there so I could. There just ain't no room to show you shit in there. I mean, it's the worst starter I've ever changed in my life. It was not as hard to get in as it was to get out, but I had to have the wife come out and stick her little hand down in there to get the bolt started on the top, because my big monkey arms couldn't get in there and do it. So yeah, so there's that. Hit the key, still nothing, just click. So I went to town, over to our local Car Quest, Hutch Automotive here in Jackson, and picked up this relay. This should be the problem. This should be the other problem with it. Starter was bad though. I didn't go through all this for nothing. The little pedestal on the starter that you put your wire on was loose and shaking, and it was burned up. So starter was bad anyways, but I think this is, if it's not bad, it needs to be replaced. But right now we're not doing nothing. Called a buddy of mine. He said that the next step was to make sure we was getting 12 volts everywhere, and this was probably the problem. So it's like the starter, it's like the battery's dead, but the battery's got plenty of juice to it. So we're gonna get this old one off, put this one on, Should be able to get the camera in there, but I don't know if anybody wants to see this kind of shit or not. But it's just changing a solenoid. There's 4 wires that go onto this, or actually there's 5 wires that go onto this. But I'll film it, put a little time lapse deal, and if they need to know how to replace the starter relay on a 62 Chrysler Imperial. So all right, let's get back at it. All right, guys, we're down here on the fender. So this is your starter solenoid. So we got 2 wires on this, a clip here and a clip here, and then another wire on that. There's a bolt here and a bolt here. I've already got the nuts off of them, but I'm gonna take those bolts out. Like I say, as big as this damn car is, I got you think you could show it pretty damn easy, but it's hard to get this damn phone in here, show you how to do this stuff. But yeah, we'll try to get this thing off of here real quick, so I don't have to move the. So here's the old one. Here's the new one. The only difference is, like, these are exactly the same. Like, these are exactly the same, just they mount different. Like, they didn't have this one with the double holes on it. They have them with one hole on one side, but the way it hooks up, exactly the same. So we're gonna run with this one. Try her out. Yeah, I was trying to put a little time lapse on there, but how damn hard as this thing is to see, I don't figure y'all wanna sit there and watch that shit. So I'll just do it the damn hard way and talk about things. So I called my buddy Greg Gill, childhood friend of mine, grew up on the same holler together. He's a Mopar expert. At least I think he is. And I called him. He told me that this was probably no problem. So, but now this car did run and drive and everything for the guy before me. But you know, things happen. And so there's the main power wires right there. And so that cigar I've been smoking today, pretty daggone good. So the Judge at my father's, that ain't it. Go get it. Alright. So that my father's cigar has been pretty good. I've got it about halfway or almost up to the label. Pretty good smoke today. I don't know why. I've never had one of those before. They're pretty good some cigar, if I do say so myself. But I'm sure hoping this old car here, plug it back in, plug that back in. There's one more wire here somewhere that hooks up. Where you at? There you are, right there. Screwdriver. Let's say this ain't that hard of a job to do, even the starter, but and this car, the way it's put together, I never seen the beat. I've changed 1,000 starters in my life, and I just never. It's like old Derek says on Vice Grip Garage, help me understand this. That's why they engineer things the way they do. I do not understand. I will never understand. The one thing that's a replaceable part for your car, and they put it in a spot where you by God can't get to it. Don't make no damn sense to me. Like something that's going to be a changeable thing, and it just will not go. Alright, let's get everything tightened up. Everything back in there. Let's get you out of here real quick. Oh. Whew, what a job that was. That wasn't bad. 10 minutes, give or take. Now, to do a fire test, the old battery up. Drag your slide out of here. It's one of them cars you got to pull the dipstick to work on the damn thing, because it's right in your damn way all the time. Let me put some hair on it. There you go. All right, now, ain't nothing smoking. Ain't nothing smoking, ain't nothing. Let's see what it does. Oh, let's see here. Gosh, let's see. Look what a dash in this thing. Yeah, man. So here's the key. See if it does anything. Nothing. Still nothing. Well, try her again. Try something else. All right, guys. So I've mucked around with this thing. I think it's beat me for the day, but it is cranking now. It is cranking, but it will not start. I have changed the fuel filters. I have changed the internal filter in the carb. It is pumping. I've checked the fuel pump. It is pumping fuel up through the filter into the carburetor. It's getting intermittent, like firing, like it tries to fire, but it just won't. Sometimes it does this. Still, every now and then it'll. Oh, watch it not do it now. There it goes. See? It just won't do the thing. So I'm gonna back up and punt for the night. Go in here and make me some dinner, and we will carry on tomorrow on the old nighttime eagle. Look at, check out that cool ass thing. Boom, son. Isn't that cool as hell? Anyways, it was up on Jack's a minute earlier today, but check that thing out. That's longer than Night in Vico. If you don't know where Vico is, it's a pretty damn rough ass place. Not really. It's a really nice little town, but just a joke, local joke we have around here. But check it out. You could haul 10 people. Put 5 of them in a trunk, probably, you know. But anyways, I'm a little frustrated, a little aggravated. Part of it, though, I guess. Like I say, I'm a fabricator, not a mechanic. But so I was going to explain some things. So I got this car. I traded the school bus, the old rowdy bus, traded it off. Had it for sale. Somebody come and got it. We made a trade on it. Traded what I traded the bus for that car to a really good friend of mine. And he was helping. What am I talking about here? He was trying to get it started to bring it to me and burnt the starter up in it. Ain't nobody mad about that. That shit happens. But help me understand this stinking tripod, boys. God damn, there we go. I'll get this shit figured out one of these days. But anyways, told you if you're watching this for camera technique, you're watching the wrong damn bunch. But so tore the starter out of it. I put a new starter in it, put a new relay in it. Got it to crank finally, and then I'm giving up for the night. It's beat me, but I might go. Always calms me down a little bit. Might take it to my brother-in-law's shop. He owns Goodyear over here in Jackson, and see if he can tinker with it a little bit. I think it's something simple. I've never worked on an old Chrysler before. Never been a Dodge, Chrysler person. This is the first old Chrysler I've ever had, so I don't really know much about them. I know there's some, from watching you know, people like Vice Grip Garage and Puddin's Fab Shop and places like that, they mess with all kinds of different Mortskis and, you know, places like that, Mortskis Repair, YouTube channels, and they mess with all kinds of stuff. And there's some kind of like ceramic transistors and shit in these things, and I've just never messed with them. So I'm gonna back up punt here and figure it out. But like I say, I'm a fabricator, I'm not a welder. I'm just trying to get some shit running here so I can have a cool car to drive around and do some cool shit in. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have some more answers and try to figure this out. But we'll worry about that tomorrow. But the old dude done all right out here today, and we took him in the house. He was out here from me from about, I don't know, from about noon or 1 o'clock. Went on a parts run with me to go get that relay and a few other things, and he done all right out here today. Had him tied up out here around front with on a 20-foot run so he can run around a little bit, be outside with me. So but we will get back at this tomorrow. Thank you. Oh yeah, and this damn my father's is pretty damn good cigar, if I do say so myself. It is very good. I'm down at about the, I don't know, halfway mark, give or take. Now I'm a kind of a person that, a cigar smoker, I don't worry about all the different tastings and the tasting leathers and cedars and all that shit. I don't know. I just know if I like it or if I don't. So that's my level of liking cigars. Is I'm not into the nuanced stuff of them. I wanna have a good smoke or a bad smoke, and I know if I like them, if I don't. And I've smoked plenty of cigars that I didn't like, but I always finished them. Because, you know, hell, you don't want to waste them. And even this, like, I may not get to finish this tonight, and a lot of people tell you to, you know, you can't relight these damn things. But now, down at the restaurant, there's times where I smoke a lot of Churchill size cigars, and there's a lot of times where I'll start smoking one at 6 o'clock in the evening, and shit comes up, you get busy, shit happens, and hell, I ain't smoked a third of that cigar yet. Well, hell, the next morning, I light that son of a bitch right back up, and there again, I'm not a nuanced smoker. I don't, you know, and also I'm not, you know, fancy about this shit either. I just want to smoke the damn cigar, and I like the process of it. I like sitting around and chilling out and smoking cigars. That's what I like to do, and that's what just relaxes me. It's just something that relaxes me. And if you're smoking for any other reason than that, I mean, I guess cool, but that's why I smoke. I smoke these things to relax. I smoke them by myself. I smoke them with other people. It's fun, and I enjoy it. So go out and get you a good cigar. Go out and get you my father's, focus, wherever it is, my father's cigar. And this is the Judge. Pretty damn good. All right, see you tomorrow.